Welcome to my channel, Lisa with a Visa, your passport to the world. Join me on a journey to discover the beauty, diversities, and wonders of our planet. Get ready for travel tips, destination guides, cultural insights, and so much more. Hit that subscribe button and let's explore together. Today we are kicking off our journey in the heart of England, the iconic city of London. And this was a special journey for me because this was my first time in Europe and I went there solo. So proud of myself. But I did not end up alone. So this is me arriving to my hotel in London. I stayed at the Ibis Canning Town, where I was right across the street from the metro, super convenient. And this was my travel guide, Sophia. She was such a great guide, very informative. And for those who don't know, my trip was organized through EF Ultimate Break. What is EF Ultimate Break? EF Ultimate Break is a travel company that allows individuals between the ages of 18 to 35 to travel the world free of hassle. Their goal is to have people see the world in a safe and informative way. You'll either travel solo or with friends, but not alone. And trust me, you'll make friends along the way. EF includes flights, transportation, and all accommodations during your trip. Stays can vary from hotel to hostels depending on your travel package. Hotels fit no more than 2 guests, while hostels can fit up to 6 guests. You won't need to check into any of your accommodations. Leave that up to your tour guide to make sure everything is good. The itinerary can vary depending on the length and location of the trip. You can either visit multiple countries in one trip or one country, multiple cities in another trip. Trips can vary in length and price depending on if you book essential trips, which are cheaper, or premium trips, which cost more but includes more meals and activities. Either way, you won't have to do any of the planning. Just show up and let your travel guide do the rest. So each destination starts off with a city tour / walkthrough tour, whatever you want to call it, organized through EF that is followed by your tour director. These city tours are very informative, especially since we'll be catching the metro and other public transportations. So it was good to know where we were. And right here, I am at the Ritz London, which is located in Piccadilly Circus, which is a prime location in London. So as we're walking, we're going towards our food, which is our welcome dinner. You get a welcome dinner when you come on so you can meet all of the beautiful women and men that you're going to be traveling with. And we headed back to our hotel, but me and my roommate, we wanted to go out into London. It was around 10 p.m. at night. So right here, we're walking through a bridge where you can see the London Eye. The London Eye is a kind of like a Ferris wheel that offers a unique experience, allowing visitors to see London from a bird's eye perspective. EF also offers this excursion, but I decided to opt out because I didn't see no interest in it, but I wish I did do the excursion. So for those, don't opt out of any excursions. So after viewing the London Eye from the bridge, we decided to walk back towards where we were in Piccadilly Circus just to see the nightlife in London. Then we made our way towards Chinatown in London, which was pretty cool to be in Chinatown in another country. I enjoyed the views, and that's me at the wall. Wow.
Are you coming in?
No. So we continued our walk through London to discover the nightlife. It was so fun. So my second day in London, I had missed the London City walking tour with my group, so I decided to do my own tour, and that is the London Bridge. I made it to the London Bridge by taking the London subway system, which was relatively easy to navigate, and I'm not someone who lives in an area where I'm used to subways and trains, so for me to get around, I think anyone can. And I'm walking through London and I'm realizing that it is super safe, super clean, and I'm just like enjoying the views. I'm enjoying my freedom. With EF Ultimate Break, you do not have to walk with your group. You can do your own thing, and that's what I decided to do, at least until later. But I ended up walking back to the subway and trying to learn my way back to the hotel. Obviously, I made it back, and I had the worst McDonald's in the world in London. And I went to sleep and had to sleep it off. But this is me walking back towards the subway and going back to my hotel. As you see, I'm waiting for the train. Super easy to navigate, like I said. So around 10 p.m., a few of the girls in the group chat hit me up because we're in a group chat with EF, and they wanted to go meet up at this bar. So I took the subway by myself to go meet with them at 10 p.m. at night. And I ran into a TikToker, and he wanted to make this video with me.
But it was, I will not give you up. This time, darling, just kiss me.
And this is where we all met up, at a bar that was about 30 minutes from our hotel. I do not remember the bar, but this night was the night that I made all new friends. Forever travel buddies. And this is me and Melody. We were waiting for the train to get back to our hotel. And when we arrived back to our hotel, we had some funny encounters with some guys that we met at the bar who followed.
Don't do my city like that.
Do you know about Philadelphia?
Baltimore's got a lot of respect in the UK.
And do Baltimore got a lot of respect?
Yeah.
So this was our third and final day in London, which I was so sad because I enjoyed London. But we had a free day with EF, and free days allows us to do any type of activity we want to do. We do not have to wake up early. We don't have to follow any type of guide. We don't have any excursions. So we all, well, 9 of us, decided to go out to Dishoom, which was an Indian restaurant. And their Indian food in London is amazing. It's so good considering that everything else is disgusting. And if you aren't a big fan of Indian food, I want you to try Dishoom and come back and let me know what you think, because I'm not a big fan from what I have had, but this turned me on to Indian food. And that is Imani's large lobster. I was like, wow, that looks so good. And these are some sausage things. Well, I don't even know if they're sausage, but I didn't try it. That was Eileen's food. I thought it was disgusting looking. And I just got spicy chicken and rice. Kept it very simple. But when I tell you that spicy chicken was, it was good. So we enjoyed our free day by going a little shopping, even though it wasn't much, but we knew we were going to Paris, so we didn't dwell too much on it. On this day, we embarked an unforgettable journey to the city of light, Paris. And we took a train from London to Paris, which was about 2 hours, which was perfect time for me to take a nap because I was tired. And this was us headed towards our hostel. And as you can see, Paris looks like shit. And this is our tour guide talking to us about Paris, giving us the tea before we go out. And
charge for it.
the city owner.
So if you go to a restaurant and you want to be bougie and fancy and pay for water, all good. Just ask for water. They'll bring you mineral bottled water and you're going to pay for it. If you want to be local and you don't want to...
Now, this is where EF had me fucked up, in my opinion. Staying at this little tiny ass hostel with no air in the middle of a heat wave. This is why the trip ain't getting no 10 out of 10 from me. Because this was horrible.
Oh, I love that. That's fun.
Okay, yeah.
Look at our freaking room.
What the hell is this?
Okay.
Is this jail?
This was unacceptable. Why is this even... These are the pictures they show online. And I'm sure somebody's room looked like this, but y'all see mine didn't. But nonetheless, I'm in Paris. So anyway, we finally made it to see the Eiffel Tower, and when I tell you it was my dream to come to Paris, I was so excited. It just was hot as fuck. And yes, you have to walk up all of these damn stairs to get to that view of the Eiffel Tower. It was worth it. It wasn't that bad. And that's me in front of the Eiffel Tower. That's my London roommate. And that's the girls, the 24 of us. And that's the Eiffel Tower. Now we are headed on a serene river cruise. This excursion was included by EF, and we went on it right after seeing the Eiffel Tower. Our tour director did not go with us. She decided to stay back. I'm sure she's been on this river cruise a million times. I mean, she's from Portugal. But this was so relaxing. I love the breeze from the water and being able to see France, the majority of France. It was really nice. After the serene cruise, our tour director met back up with us at the end of the port to gift us some wine and recommendations for food. Hello! And we decided to go to Les Amours, which was a recommendation from her, which is right outside of the Eiffel Tower. And now I love me some authentic French cuisine, and I'm a big fan of frog legs. And if you haven't tried them, I feel like you should try them. They're so good. Now, I started to make friends and hang out with 10 other women who also traveled solo like me, and we watched the Eiffel Tower light up at 11 p.m. and drunk wine on a blanket on the grass, like a picnic, just without the food. We just ate. But I love these girls. They were so awesome. It was like we'd known each other our whole lives, and we all had just met each other a couple days ago. And now we're in Paris having fun. Now, on the second day, we went to go see the Arc de Triomphe, which is a famous monument in France. It's a symbol of French pride. I don't think I'm pronouncing it right, but that's me outside of the monument, me and a few of the girls, and me and my whole group. Like I said, it was like 24 of us. And now we are walking towards the Notre Dame Cathedral. As you know, it caught on fire a few years ago. And that's us getting macaroons from Pierre Hermé, known as the world's best pastry chef. And he won the best macaroons in the world in 2016. They were so good. So after our morning walking tour, we headed towards lunch, where that was going to be. And we decided to go to Cafe Paris, and it was pretty good. I love pasta, so that's what I decided to get. And then we decided to do something on our free time because we were done all of our excursions. And we went to this garden right outside the Louvre, which had a bunch of statues. And it was kind of cool to see statues in the middle of the park. And then they had this stand where they sold popsicles and smoothies, which was great because it was a heat wave and it was actually really good. And that's us walking towards the Louvre, which is a museum in France. This museum has the world's famous painting, if you guys can guess what it is, the Mona Lisa. And now we are leaving the Louvre, which is inside of a mall, I'm guessing, because it was looking like a mall. And we left it to head back to our hostel. Now, on our third and final day, we had the option of a free day or to go to Versailles. Some people went to Disneyland and some people decided to go to Versailles. I was one of those people, and this is the Palace of Versailles. And for those who don't know, the Palace of Versailles has a lot of history behind it. It was owned by King Louis, and it's a major attraction in France. It has a lot of history behind it, and you guys know I'm a geek for history, so I opted in this excursion. It was about, I want to say, it might be over $100, but I mean, it's EF Ultimate Break, education first.
Yeah, I'm like, the lighting is good. Get yourself.
And then after Versailles, we headed out to go shopping. Of course, it's Paris. And then we went out to dinner.
On my mama, on my hood, I look fly, I look good. You can't touch my bag, but you could. I look fly, I look too.
And then we had to hurry up and head back because we decided to opt into this cabaret, which wasn't included by EF. But our tour director came up with this idea, and we just gave her about $85 to enjoy the show. I talk more about this on my podcast, Lisa with a Visa. So listen for the details. So we headed to our final country, which was Spain, via airline with Vueling Airlines, which was included in our EF package. And did you guys know that weed is semi-legal in Barcelona? Then after we do our walk-in tour, we end up at a restaurant where some of the girls went and took a paella cooking class versus myself. I did not take a paella cooking class. I just went and got paella myself with a few other girls. So on our second day in Barcelona, we began our day by going to Park Güell with a local guide. And if you guys aren't familiar with this park, this is where the Cheetah Girls tape their famous Cheetah Girls in Barcelona. And I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys are familiar with this view because that's Hansel and Gretel's house. And if you guys are familiar with the tale, you'll know. But what I loved the most about this park was probably the architect. Like, the ceilings have a lot of Spain and French influence. And I love that. I love looking at pretty art because we don't really have that in the US. At least not on the ceilings. How did they even get that up there? So you know me, I have to get a flick in somewhere. And that's me and my new besties and our travel guide, Sophia. She's been the best. So after going to Park Güell, we head to Sagrada La Familia, which is a church that's been getting work done for 1 million years. No, I'm joking. It's a basilica that represents the Holy Family. On the outside part, it depicts different parts of Jesus Christ's life. And it's a good tourist attraction in Spain. Everyone goes to it. I didn't know anything about it, but it was included with EF. Well, it wasn't included. It was an add-on excursion with EF. Then after going to Sagrada La Familia, we go to an ice cream shop, which is Aramino, which was really good. It was by the strip in Barcelona, near like the shops and the designer stores and a little alleyway, but it was really good ice cream. So later on that night, we took a little stroll and I went to Pico Tacos, best tacos ever. So on our third and final day in Barcelona, we had a free day, like I mentioned we had in other countries. And we decided to take a yacht around Barcelona. And it was one of my favorite days. I've never taken a yacht, but it was included with drinks. They had champagne, cheese and crackers, chips, but it was such a good experience, and I got to do it with the girls that I've been hanging out with for the last 10 days. So after our 2-hour yacht ride, we headed towards the beach, which was right outside of the yacht port. And we decided that we were hungry, so we were like, all right, let's go here, which was Salt. If you guys are going here, it's really good food. I didn't really eat a lot because I was just exhausted, and going through a trip with EF, you're going to become exhausted by the end of the trip because it's so fast paced. So I was just like, I want to relax on the beach. I would like some water, but we also had to get our menu translated because everything was in Spanish, which was fine because Google Translate does the job every time. Then we had went to the beach, which was right outside, I said, the yacht port. And it was a very interesting beach because this was a topless beach. I had never been to any kind of nude beach, topless beach, but that was kind of cool. No, I didn't take my top off. A few of the girls with me did, but I'm very shy and conservative, so I don't. Maybe next time. And then we had to end up finding our way back, so we didn't take the subway system because Spain's subway system is a little complicated, and we don't speak Spanish, and we can't read in Spanish. So we decided to take the bus, which was a very interesting experience, but I'm glad I did it. Getting back to our hotel, we get ready for our farewell dinner. It was my last day with these lovely ladies. And that is my gift that Sophia got me at the end of our trip. She got us all some pretty cool souvenirs from Spain. And that's me and my travel buddies. And I've had the best time with them. And I never met them before. Everyone, please do an EF Ultimate Break trip. Because it is definitely going to be the time of your life. You're going to make friends. You're going to meet people like you. Do it. I'm telling you. This was our final day. And we went to the bar after our farewell dinner. And I cried. We all cried because we didn't want to leave each other. Check out more on my podcast, guys, because I got so much more to tell. And that about wraps up our adventure for today. Thanks for watching. If you guys enjoyed my content, follow me on Instagram. I am Lisa with a Visa. On TikTok, Lisa with a Visa. On all Apple Podcasts and Spotify, Lisa with a Visa. Subscribe and hit that like button. Thank you. Bye.